What's up, you guys? It's Casey here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with this hemlock, those hemlocks right over there. All the hemlocks are dead. Now here in the Great Pacific Northwest, the western hemlock, Tsuga heterophyllum, is very well known. What? Now this little group of western hemlocks right here is doing exactly what you'd expect these little guys to do. This little guy is growing on a stump with a bunch of its other homies here, and what I love about the western hemlock is that they tend to be the cutest trees. We already know that. They tend to have the cutest cones. We already know that too. Now these little western hemlocks here are very well known to be late succession trees. So what does that mean? Now, hey, shush. We're just gonna have to go through it. One, they're usually shade tolerant, so they can grow like this down in the understory, where all the other trees that like to be in full sun don't really thrive. They can sit here in the shade and just kind of cook for a while all these other big trees around here slowly kick the bucket. And as soon as a little bit of light opens up, they're just like, what? And they shoot up and they take over. Now, our western hemlocks, they don't like disturbance. They don't want to be disturbed. They like a nice, stable forest. They're a very thin bark tree, if you know what I mean. They don't like things to go crazy. They don't want new changes. They don't want things to go off the rails for no good reason. Maintain your nice, beautiful forest system. Let's not have any fires. Let's not have any big windstorms. Let's just relax. And if there is no disturbance, they will live for hundreds of years. They will outlive these Douglas firs if you give them a chance. But the thing is, we live in an area that tends to have a lot of fires. You can just walk through and say which tree's alive, which tree's dead. Excuse me. You can usually tell a Douglas fir from a western hemlock by looking to see which ones survived the fire. Yeah, that's Douglas fir. It's alive. Yeah, this one's alive. This one is dead. That's a hemlock. Yeah, it's alive. Yeah, this one's dead. This one's alive. This one's dead. That's a Douglas fir. That's a Douglas fir. That's a Douglas fir. That's a hemlock. That's a hemlock. That's a hemlock. Those are all hemlock. They're all dead. Kaput. So if you're walking through a forest like the one I'm at right now, and you find a little area that has a little bit of fire come through, you'll find that only the Douglas fir have survived. The hemlocks have kicked the bucket. Anyway, there's a little bit about our friend, the western hemlock. You guys, we're trying to make beautiful educational material here, and you're just causing trouble.